welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make my version of pho. It's probably not the way that you make it, but I think it tastes pretty similar, at least to the places that I've been here in Colorado. Anyway, so the way that I try to attempt to make it, it's kind of like if I was making the broth for caldo de pollo. So anyways, I hope you guys are having such a fabulous day, a fabulous week, a fabulous month, a fabulous year, even though with all this craziness that's going on. And I do apologize for not uploading consistently. I am trying my best. I did have to do a little bit of remodeling here at my house. I did have a flood happen, so I believe I already mentioned it, but I can't mention it enough. That was quite a disaster, and it kind of backed me up in a lot of things. Not to mention having my kids at home, working, managing work, managing my house, managing, my personal life, managing, YouTube, which I absolutely love. That's why I'm doing it. I love sharing my recipes just because I feel like there's moms out there or dads, I don't know. I haven't really seen how much of gender follows me. I believe it's mostly women, but I'll double check. Anyways, so yeah, like that, can use some little tips and these quick recipes, because I know that sometimes I don't want to cook. I want to spend more time with my kids, but I need something easy, and the same when I do want to cook, I want something fast, so I have more time to spend, with my husband that I barely see because he works all the time. He is in the painting and the deck building, so he does a lot of that, and in the summer he is the most busiest, so that's why you probably don't see a lot of him. But anyways, that is way off track. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for subscribing and joining my family, and also for watching my videos. So let's get right into my video, and I hope you guys like this recipe. Bye.
For this pho, what we're gonna need is a bunch of spinach. I like to cut it up. You can leave it whole. I feel like it tastes better chopped up, so that's that. Then 2 green onions chopped up, and then 1 jalapeno, but that depends on the spiciness that you like. Some bean sprouts, that's just a handful of bean sprouts. I did 1 mushroom. My husband doesn't really like mushrooms. 1 bunch of cilantro, and then these are Thai chili peppers, and I absolutely love them. They are spicy. So I did a handful, and that is only for the broth. So I do that separately, and I will show you guys in a second, just because my son does also eat this soup. And then 1 lime cut up. That's for when it's all finished. And then I do like to steam some broccoli on the side. I know it's really weird, but I love it in pho. You can opt to take it off, but I feel like pho, you can add any type of vegetable that you like. That is one that I absolutely love. For the base, I'm gonna use chicken broth, but you can opt to use vegetable or beef broth, whatever kind of broth, or even water if you like. I personally like chicken broth. And then you're gonna need some egg pasta, and I absolutely love this brand. So that's the brand that I'm gonna use. And then you're gonna need some oyster flavor sauce, and then some hoisin sauce. Well, hoisin sauce, that's kind of optional. That's for the end of the process. And the same with this sriracha. As you see, we love it in this house. We usually have it with this soup. So that's that. And then I do always have to add my consomés. So the caldo de tomate, so the tomato bouillon chicken flavor, and then the chicken flavor bouillon, some sea salt. And then for our main ingredient, which is the protein, you can either add whatever, like beef or chicken or shrimp. I am gonna add some shrimp. Or no, actually, you know what? No. I am gonna add some chicken. So I will show you guys how I cook up the chicken. I already have the chicken pretty much cooked. I'm just gonna use leftovers that I have, but I will show you guys how I saute the chicken. So we're gonna start off with medium heat, as always, and then here I have our pot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the chicken broth. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour in the chicken broth. I'm gonna do all of it just because I love to eat this, and I usually have it the next stay as well for lunch. And then for dinner, I do something else. So that is what that's looking like. Now, once I have that in there, I'm gonna let that heat up for about 3 minutes. Okay, so now that we let that heat up for about 3 minutes, we're gonna add our cilantro. This is gonna give it the flavor, you guys. So I just cut it in two, but I didn't really do much to it. Like so. Perfect. Now we're gonna add 2 cups of water. There's 1 cup, 2 cups. Okay, so I actually added 1 more cup of water. Okay, so now here we're gonna add one tablespoon of the tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. So I'm just adding it in there. Then you're gonna add 1 of the chicken bouillon. So you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of that one. But yet again, this is totally customizable. If you feel like it needs more flavor, then add more. You go for it. This is your recipe. Okay, so now we're just gonna mix it in here. Oops, I just spilled some. Mix, mix, mix. Now here would be the perfect time to add the Thai peppers. Now we're gonna add some sea salt. And mine is a grinder one, you guys. So I'm kind of just estimating it. Okay, so now that this is tasting really good, we're gonna let it come to a boil. So I wanna say about 5 to 7 minutes. Still on medium heat. Okay, so while we're letting our broth come to a boil, in a pan, right here, you're gonna turn that to medium heat. Okay, now you're gonna drizzle your oil of your choice. You know, usual I like to cook with olive oil. So I just drizzle about that much. Okay guys, so once your pan is already ready to go and the oil is nice and warmed up, you're gonna add your protein, so your meat, or if you're vegetarian, whatever, you know, whatever vegetables you like to eat cooked, you're gonna add in here. So remember, this is a very customizable pho soup, so you can add whatever you guys like. I am gonna add chicken. My chicken I already had, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just add it in our pan like so. And you can use pretty much anything. I also love to eat shrimp in it. I don't have shrimp today, but you can add both. You can add shrimp and chicken, or you can add beef and chicken. Okay, so now that our broth is pretty much cooked, we're gonna go ahead and turn it off and remove it from the heat. So let's remove that, put it to the side, and that is ready to go. Okay, so once the chicken's like this, so mine's already, like I said, mine was already cooked. I already had it from a previous dinner. You're gonna go ahead and add some oyster flavor sauce. So I like to drizzle it like so. Like so. Yes, I eyeball it. I didn't measure that. But I want to say this is equivalent to 1 tablespoon. This, you guys, oh my gosh, it's delicious. Delicious, delicious. If you guys haven't tried it, you guys have to try it. Promise you, you will like it. Okay, so you see how I gave our chicken a nice little brownish coat. And not only that, it's gonna give it a nice flavor. Okay, so once the chicken looks like that, now I'm gonna throw in our mushrooms. And you can do these raw. I personally like them a little sauteed, not too much, but like I said, the chicken was already cooked, you guys. So that's why this is like super easy. Super easy, like it's gonna take like maybe two more minutes and that's it. And I'm gonna turn it off. Now, yet again, if you're not gonna feed this little ones or you like spiciness, then you can add your some sriracha to the chicken and cook it like so. And you can add the jalapeno, saute them a little bit, not too much because you want that crunchiness in the bowl. Or you can add some of the Thai chili peppers in here, and it'll give it a super good flavor, you guys. Super, super good. Yes, I like to move it so everything gets a nice coat of the flavor. You're gonna go ahead and do a pot with some water. So we're gonna bring that to a boil, and we're gonna add our pasta, our egg pasta. Water is boiling. You're gonna go ahead and add these little egg noodles in there. That's depending on the size of your serving. So I'm gonna add 2 per plate, or the bowl actually, like so. Now we're gonna cook those for about 7 minutes. Okay, so now that you have the noodles in, now you're gonna add your broth. Like so. Okay, now here you're gonna add your chicken and your mushrooms. Okay, now you're gonna add your toppings. So I'm adding my broccoli. Then I'm gonna add my bean sprouts. Then I'm gonna add my spinach. And then the green onions. Then you're gonna add your jalapenos. And then you're gonna add one of the Thai chili peppers. Okay, now here is where you're gonna squirt some lime juice. Okay, now here it's optional. You can either add some sriracha sauce to the top, or you can add some hoisin sauce, which is this one. And it tastes really good with both, but you can also eat it as is. So I hope you guys like this recipe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!